Hello, everybody. How is life? Oh, look at that infinite regress. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, totally. Alrighty. Let's see here. Forget this. Okay, so Brett Keane, the one and only, the manatee, my man. He has a couple of going on. Quite a few actually. Okay, YouTube's new policy, harassment, cyberbullying tutorial: how to report abusive YouTubers who violate rules. Last courtesy warning by Brett Keane. This was probably the most disingenuous one I fucking saw. But anyways, we're gonna go and talk about his terms of service that he fucking loves to coddle and hold to so fucking much, and we're gonna see what they actually say. Alrighty, let's do this. To do a basic read through, and we're gonna talk about what Brett's done in the past, which is going to have a big important impact on this entire show because what he's done in the past kind of like shows why he's in current violation of the terms of service. But anyways, let's get to business here. Let me zoom in a bit because I am a blind, not able to see the fucking sun in years, but it's fine. Alrighty, by visit or any of its YouTube products, software, data feeds, and services provided you on and from or through the service website. You signify your agreement to these terms and conditions. Okay, so by fucking being on the site, you follow these terms and conditions. Basically, is what it's saying. Oh, we attempt to notify major changes that come to these terms of service. Periodically review the most up-to-date version, which is good. Brett Keaton always stays up on the new, updated version of the terms of service. Okie service terms of let's see, graphics, music videos, audiovisual content. All right. The service includes all aspects of YouTube, not limited to all products, software, and services offered via the YouTube website, such as YouTube channels, YouTube embeddable player, YouTube uploader, and other applications. C. Controller known by YouTube. Service may contain links. Okay, I was gonna say. I thought I said may not contain links. I was like, fucker, dude. Every video would have to be taken down because there's people who post all kinds of fucking links. Anyways, YouTube has no control over it. Assumes no responsibility for the content, privacy policies, or practices of any third-party websites. Okie doke. Service you expressly relieve YouTube from any liability arising from your third-party use of website. Okay. Alrighty. In order to access some certain features of the service, you have to create a YouTube or Google account. You may never use another person's account without permission. Makes sense. You're solely responsible for the activity on that occurs on your account. You must keep your account password secure. Cool. All right. Don't see any violations by Brett here yet, do you? No? Good. Alrighty. 4. General use of service. Oh boy, this is where we get to the fun stuff. Permissions and restrictions. YouTube hereby grants you permission to access and use the service set forth in these terms of service, provided that you do not distribute in any medium any part of the service or content without YouTube's prior written authorization, unless YouTube makes available the means of such distribution through functionally offered by the service, such as embeddable player. You agree not to alter or modify any part of the service. Yeah, we've seen Brett's view bots before. We've also seen his vote bots. Plenty of those fucking things. Like how he always talks about how atheists are gonna flag the videos of Muslims, Christians, pagans, and Jews, and all other God believer situations. Okay. C. You agree not to access content through any technology or means other than video playback services, YouTube itself. The embeddable player explicitly authorized means YouTube may designate. Okay. D. You agree not to use the service for any of the following commercial uses unless you obtain YouTube's prior written approval. The sale of access to the service. Sale of advertising, sponsorships, promotions. Sale of advertising, sponsorships, promotions of any page of an ad-enabled blog or website containing content delivered via the service, unless other materials not obtained from YouTube appears on the same page and is of sufficient value to be the basis for such sales. Commercials and shit, we don't care. If you use a edible player in your website, you may not notify or lack any portion of functionality with the edible player. Yes, if you use YouTube Uploader, agree that you may automatically download and install updates from time to time from YouTube. Robots. But okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, the fucking gold mine. Alrighty. You agree not to use or launch any automated system, including without limitation robots, spiders, or offline readers that access the service in a manner that sends more request messages to the YouTube servers in a given period of time than a human could possibly produce in the same time period using a conventional online web browser. Notwithstanding what the YouTube grants the operators of public search engines permission to use spiders to copy materials from the site for the sole purpose and solely to the extent necessary for creating publicly available searchable indices of indices. I'm gonna say indexes. I think it would make more sense. Anyways, of the materials, but do not caches or archives for such materials. Do not want that shit. Do not want that shit. Whatever the fuck that is. YouTube grants operator for the okay, whatever. You agree not to collect or harvest any personally identifiable information, including account names from the service, nor to use the communication systems provided by the service, blah, 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 for any commercial solicitation purposes. You agree not to solicit for commercial purposes. Okay. In your use of the service, you will comply with all applicable laws. So laws that, apply to you that the government wants. YouTube reserves the right to discontinue any aspect of the service at any time. Okay. 5. Your use and content of content and content. What the fuck? What a retard. In addition to the general restrictions above, the following restrictions and conditions apply specifically to your use of content. The content on the service and the trademarks, service marks, and logos on this service are owned by or a license to YouTube, subject to copyright and other intellectual property rights under the law. Okay, so things you can use of shit from YouTube and all the logos that they have, which are all nice, fancy, fucking diddly dod, doopity DIY. What the fuck, You can do whatever. Content is provided to you as is. You may access content for information and personal use solely as intended to the provided functionality of the service and as permitted under these terms of service. You shall not download any content unless you see a download or similar link displayed by YouTube on the service for that content. You shall not copy, reproduce, redistribute, transmit, broadcast, display, sell, license, or otherwise exploit any content for any other purposes without the prior written consent of YouTube or the respective licensors of the content. Okay, let's go to C. Agree not to circumvent, disable, or otherwise interfere with security-related features of the service or features that prevent or restrict use or copying of any content, or enforce limitations on the use of service or the content herein. Okay, here we go. D. You understand. Oh, I love this shit. You understand that when using the service, you'll be exposed to content from a variety of sources, and that YouTube is not responsible for accuracy, usefulness, safety, or intellectual property rights of related to such content. You further understand and acknowledge that you may be exposed to content that is inaccurate, offensive, indecent, or objectionable, and you agree to waive and hereby waive any applicable rights or remedies you may have against YouTube with respect thereto, to the extent permitted by applicable law, agree to indemnify and hold harmless YouTube, its owners, and blah, blah, blah. So basically, people post some crazy shit. We're not responsible. Okay. 6. Your content and conduct. As a YouTube account holder, you may submit content to the service, so you may upload videos. You understand that YouTube does not guarantee any confidentiality to any content you submit. You shall be solely responsible for your own content and the consequences of submitting and publishing your content on the surface. You affirm, represent, and warrant that you own or you have the necessary licenses, rights, consents, and permissions to publish the content you submit, any license to YouTube, all patent, trademark, trade secret, copyright, or other proprietary rights in and to such content for publication on the service pursuant to these terms of service. For clarity, you retain all of your ownership rights in your content. However, by submitting content to YouTube, you hereby grant YouTube, the big company, a worldwide, non-exclusive, royalty-free, sub-licensable, and transferable license to use, reproduce, distribute, prepare derivative works of, display, and perform the content in connection with the service and YouTube and its successors, affiliates, businesses, including without limitation, promoting and redistributing part of all the service, derivative works thereof, in any media formats through any media channels. Now, this is where the part that Brett does not read, right? When it comes to like people taking his shit and like breaking it down and making comments on it and telling their opinions and shit. This is the part he does not get right here. You also hereby grant each user of the service a non-exclusive license to access your content through the service and to use, reproduce, distribute, and display and perform such content as permitted through the functionality of the service and under these terms of service. Okay. Under fucking fair use, you have the ability to take someone else's content and make it your own, not in a way that, you know, obviously breaks the rules, which would be like posting the entire video they had in full somewhere else on the site and then monetizing it. That would obviously be a violation of the terms of service because it's not you're using your work deliberately or someone else's work deliberately to further your own financial situation, which is not something that is permitted in the terms of service. However, if you take these fucking videos and you go in and you use fair use within the fucking terms of service, meaning you don't exploit the person's content in such a way that it is not right, then you're fucking fine. And that you have a license to do it. Seriously, can you not fucking understand this, Brett? You also hereby grant each user of the service a non-exclusive license to access your content so they can watch the shit. They can use it, reproduce it, distribute it, display and perform such content as permitted through the functionality of the service and under these terms of service. So basically, fair use has your fucking shit retarded, basically. All right. You further agree the content you submit as service will not contain third-party copyrighted material. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, sure. You further agree that you will not submit to the service any content or any or other material that is contrary to the YouTube community guidelines. So, community guidelines is where we need to go next, which is I will too. YouTube does not endorse any content submitted to the service that are the recommendation, view, whatever. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Now let's do the last fucking thing here, which should be DMCA shit and all that, and the warranty and things like this. I'm going to go into all this, but there's something really important I want to get to here, and it's the account termination policy. This is where Brett Keane is currently in violation of the terms of service. YouTube will terminate a user's access to the service if, under appropriate circumstances, the user is determined to be a repeat infringer. We know for fucking fact that the Brett Keane, that we know, the manatee, is a fucking repeat infringer. I guarantee you that shit 100 fucking percent. It is not like we haven't seen people's videos flagged before for talking shit about him or his fucking water-headed family or whatever the fuck that he wants to make up about how people actually talk about my family. I mean, I'm sure there's these fucking assholes that call you on the internet, but of course the fucking problem is, Brett, you put your fucking phone number out there in the form of a Skype call phone number. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? What do you expect? People are going to call that shit, and they're going to give you all kinds of fucking garbage. And they're not all drunken peasants either. A lot of these guys I've actually talked to are just don't fucking like you. Like, there are people who watch fucking PewDiePie, for God's sake. Anyways, let's see. B, YouTube reserves the right to decide whether content violates these terms of service for reasons other than copyright infringement, such as, but not limited to, pornography, obscenity, or excessive length. YouTube may at any time, without prior notice and its sole discretion, remove such content and or terminate a user's account for submitting such material in violation of these terms of service. So, Brett, when you've doxed people, you know, like put up their fucking address, put out their phone number, put out their fucking actual name and shit, especially when it wasn't already fucking, you know, known to the internet world, when you did shit like that back in the day, when you did stuff like fucking, making all these fake accusations by making these videos where it's like, TJ's calling my daughter a water-headed idiot in this email, and all this kind of crazy shit. When you make this shit up, you're in constant violation of the terms of service. And here's the thing, you being on the website right now is a fucking violation of the terms of service. When you were kicked off the first time, Brett, for fucking around and breaking the rules, you were supposed to be gone. Like, you weren't supposed to fucking come back. And here you are, you're back again. And you have God knows how many fucking more channels, because I haven't even counted them all yet. I'm subscribed to most of them, but they're pretty shit in general. I don't know, it's interesting. The Brett Keane live show. Yeah. Fuck, dude. Oh, that's so funny. Anyways, yeah, man, this is some crazy shit. Brett Keane is in fucking violation of the terms of service, and it's really funny because he wants to be a little bitch, and he wants to be like, well, you guys got to be nice to me situation, because it says in the community guidelines and the terms of service that you say the bad things about Brett Keane, you got to get banned, which is fucking bullshit. Now let's look at these community guidelines, just to fucking see what the deal is. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Respect the YouTube community. Don't grow the ground. Okay. All right. So here's a couple of no shits, like fucking nudity or sexual content. YouTube is not the place for that. That's what Pornhub is for. Hateful content. Okay. Now let's see here. Hate speech. Let's see what YouTube thinks is hate speech, and let's see if like the harassment and cyberbullying thing too is the same way, as well as impersonation. I really want to see impersonation, because I don't even know if this is a fucking thing. Impersonation of an individual. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. That's so funny. All right. Harassment, cyberbullying, the one that fucking Brett always wants to worry about. Okay. We want you to use YouTube without fear of being subjected to malicious harassment. In cases where harassment crosses the line into a malicious attack, it can be reported and will be removed. In other cases, users may mildly be annoying or petty and should simply be ignored. So here's another fucking thing. It's like saying like anyone who breaks these fucking rules at all needs to be fucking removed from the website. It's like, dude, not everybody is gonna be fucking considered a fucking like, harassing troll that's just trying to fuck with your shit, dude. Like, not everybody's gonna be this guy. They're not gonna fit these fucking descriptions all the time. But anyways, let's just get into it. Harassment may include abusive videos, comments, and messages. All right, so abusive videos, comments, and messages. If I'm like making a video to some fucking random girl on the internet, I'm like, fucking kill yourself, bitch. Kill your fucking self. You're a fucking bitch. I hate you, you fucking stupid son of a fuck. Like, if I'm gonna do that, then obviously I would be in the fucking thing right here. But here's what Brett's abusive video is. Oh my god, dude! Like, I'm looking at it, and Brett Keane is in such, he's such full of shit. He's such a fucking asshole. Da 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 da. Okay, well, now that I've done that, I have just got on Brett Keane's shit list. And here's the thing: he could take this fucking shit, abusive video, and he can say, okay, that's violation of term of service, violation of community guidelines. Let me go fucking report this bitch, and he does. So this is what justifies his shit right here. Revealing someone's personal. Oh my fucking god! Look at that. It's almost as if I have never seen Brett Keane fucking do that before. Reveal somebody's personal information on the fucking internet. You know, doing shit like that. Oh my god, stupid. I can't believe anyone would do that. God, fuck, dude. Maliciously recording someone without their consent. Okay, obviously that's some fucking bullshit. You know, like if you're going up to somebody's fucking, hangout or something and you record it, not like fucking Google Hangout. I mean, obviously if it's open to everybody, then they can expect whatever the fuck. But if you're going on to somebody's shit and recording it and then posting it somewhere else, obviously it's not right. So it makes sense. Deliberately posting content in order to humiliate someone. This one I'm kind of fuzzy with because it says post content in order to humiliate. Okay, well, what does it take to humiliate somebody? If you're going to humiliate a person or an individual, humiliate an individual, what you got to do is you're going to fucking take shit you already know about them and you're going to make it fucking, an open sore. Like if I have like a sex tape of a girl and I want to post it on YouTube just to fucking humiliate her, then that would be this would totally fall under this. But Brett wants to be like, oh well, the people will make fun of me on these videos, like they're humiliating me. Like no, 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 they're just being fucking. They're using fucking your video. They're using what you're saying. You know, they're looking at it objectively. They're like, wow, he's a fucking dumbass, and they're just posting that as a response. It's not like they're trying to fucking bring some shit wave on you or some fuck. I don't know. All right. Stupid shit. Stupid shit. All right. Making hurtful or negative comments or videos about another person. Okay. So if I'm making negative comments on people's channels and shit like, fuck you need to kill yourself, bitch. Like, I'm going to do that. It's pretty much fucking, stupid. I don't think Brett Keane deserves that, honestly. What Brett Keane deserves, in my mind, as far as the commenter goes, to be asking him fucking tons of questions. Just question him to fucking death until he fucking bans you, because that's usually what he does to most people. Anyways, unwanted sexualization, which is comes with sexual harassment or bullying in any form. Sexual bullying. What the fuck is that? Sexual bullying. Okay, I just heard bullying. I never heard sexual bullying. It would still be sexual harassment in my mind. I wouldn't call it sexual fucking bullying. That's weird. Okay. Incitement to harass other users or creators. Okay, now there's the one thing that you claim every fucking like bigger guy than you, like Amazing Atheist, Drunk Peasants, fucking Paul's Ego, all those guys. You try to say that it's like they're telling their friends to come over here and harass me situation. No, if it wasn't for them, Brett, your videos wouldn't get any fucking attention. Any fucking attention whatsoever. There is no reason why you get so much attention these days. Like I see your videos today, you average like 300 to like maybe 1,000 views per thing, and you're talking about all this shit. 600 views. That's a fucking lot of right there. That's a lot of fucking views. I mean, for your dumbass, that is a lot of views. So, I mean, you're getting that many views, Brett, and that's only because like they're fucking mentioning you, and they're watching your videos, and they're fucking responding to them within the bounds of fair use. It is that reason that they are doing what they are doing, and they're not telling people to go fuck with you, dude. Jesus Christ. Tips and advice. Pause before you post. Think seriously about how you may be perceived online. Do not post anything that may compromise your reputation. What fucking reputation? The whole point of being on fucking the internet is to be anonymous unless you post your name. Like, if you post your name and who you are and you fucking make these comments, and obviously this shit's gonna be linked back to you. But if you're just like fucking like, I'm Dick Butt number 23. Fuck you, Brett Keane. In the comments, like, no one's gonna give a fuck. There's no reputation to hold. That advice is never gonna fucking get away. All right, speak up. Tell friends to stop cyberbullying and voice your opinion against cyberbullying when you see it on the site. Okay, cool. Tell an adult. tell an adult. Tell an adult if you're very concerned about others' actions towards you online. Okay. Try deleting comments and blocking the user. Yeah, Brett's done that plenty of times to make sense of things. Let's see. Respect people's opinions online, but know when it crosses the line. Okay. Alrighty. So this is some crazy shit. Alrighty. Harmful or dangerous content. Uh, For example, a news piece of the dangers of choking games would be appropriate, but posting clips out of context from the same documentary may not be. Yeah, so if you post a video of this kid doing a choking game, we're gonna get fucked. Well, no shit. Child endangerment. Impersonation. Okay, so when they're talking like, okay, impersonation does not include channels or videos pretending to represent a business. A legal complaint. Okay. All right. Activities such as complaining a user's channel layout. Okay, that's using similar name, posing another person in the comments, emails, videos, may be considered harassment. Okay. Impersonation. Okay. That makes sense. I thought it was like impersonation, like I'm Brett Keane, like that kind of impersonation. Like that shit was wrong. But there's no fucking way YouTube's gonna be able to do that. They're gonna fucking take it down tons of people if that was the case. Alrighty. Well, we've looked at all this shit. Let's see additional policies maybe. Like we're looking at all the stuff. We're trying to see like in any way, shape, or form in which oh fuck. As I say that, verbal language. Some language is not appropriate for younger audiences. Use of sexually explicit language or excessive profanity in your video, social media. Age restriction in every video. So they really don't give a shit if you're talking, shit and all that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Spam. Misleading. Misleading a racy thumbnail. That's such bullshit. Some users create content which attempts to trick others for their own financial gain. I haven't heard Brett Keane ever fucking doing this. Never. Anyways, by the way, contribute to my Patreon. Fucking A. Content that deliberately tries to mislead users for financial gain may be removed. And in some cases, strikes may be issued to the uploader. People, please be wary of the claims that seem too good to be true, as they likely are. Yes. Yes. Alrighty, so we went through the whole fucking terms of service and shit. And we saw multiple places where Brett Keane is currently in violation and he needs to fucking get off YouTube. Because if he wants to talk about the fucking terms of service, what he really needs to do is make sure that he's not in violation of the fucking terms of service, which he is. Because in the past, he has doxed people. And when you're supposed to fucking leave YouTube, you're supposed to leave YouTube, Brett. You're not supposed to come back and make all these fucking channels and talk all this shit about a certain group of people that you generalize so much about just because you hate people who are more successful than you that happen to fall into the same demographic. That's right, Brett. I'm talking about atheists. I'm talking about people who probably have like the most fucking least in common with every single atheist ever on the whole fucking planet. The only thing they really hold in common is the fact they don't fucking believe in God, you dumb fuck. There's people that believe in all kinds of crazy shit that are atheists. I know atheists that believe that fucking homeopathic medicine is a good thing. Like they believe that shit's real. It's pseudoscience, but they still fucking believe it. Like atheists are not all this same fucking brand of people that you claim them to be. Plus, you want to talk about how fucking atheists are terrible people. They'd sooner fucking stab you in the back than say hello. Like that's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. That's nonsense. And the fact that you're going to make those generalizations and you're going to say that, oh, I'm doing this because I want to protect them from the people who we call the Muslims, the pagans, and the Jews. Jesus Christ, dude. You cannot be this retarded. Like, seriously. You cannot be this retarded. You just have to be super fucking condescending. Anyways, this is CJ the Skeptic. I'm out. Just wanted to look at the terms of service and see we're really fucking in violation. Anyways, okay.